Hey, what's up YouTube? King James here. There's been a lot of noise about the XM4 lately, and I wanted to try it out and see did they make it any better, because in Season 3, if I'm honest, it wasn't my favorite gun. It was just kind of, I don't know, it was okay. I just didn't really like it, to be honest. And I think they fixed it because I've been using it lately. I'm using it as a close medium range gun, sniper support, and I'm working on another video here pretty soon. I'm going to do a long range setup for the XM4, and I know I owe you the long range for the C48, the C58, so that's all going to be coming pretty soon, so hang in. However, let's talk about the XM4 as a close medium range sniper support gun. I really love using those types of weapons with the Swiss K31. So I've got that for you right now. So one of the first things I like to do is to look at the base stats. And the XM4, 731 RPM, 48 damage to the head, 32 to the chest, stomach, and extremities. That's pretty solid. The Krig 6 is a very popular gun. I got it here on the right. And look at the fire rate is 652, so it's about 80 RPM lower, or 70 RPM lower. And the head is 3 less, and the chest and the stomach is 1 more, but it's less on the extremities. So you can see how much more damage and rate of fire the XM4 does than the Krig. When you look at the time to kill charts, as predicted, the XM4 is pretty well better everywhere, except for this little section in the center here from, what is that, about 21 meters to 35. I mean, it's almost exactly the same. So essentially, with the XM4, you get a faster time to kill than the Krig, and it really seems like the recoil is a lot better than what it used to be. Let me show you some of the recoil patterns from Season 3 and what it looks like now in Season 4. So here's the Season 3 recoil, and you're going to notice the axial arms looks really big and it shakes a lot because they made some changes to that in Season 4. But watch the pattern up the wall, and apologies, this video has pretty low frame rate, I'm not sure why. But anyway, it went straight up and went almost all the way to the top of the wall, which is pretty interesting. Now here it is in Season 4, and check this out. I just shot it up the wall, and look at how much less shake there is on the reticle. And now that the axial arms reticle, they've moved them out a little bit, and look at the recoil pattern. It doesn't go anywhere near the top like it did in Season 3. It just has way less recoil. It still moves up and to the left. However, it just doesn't quite have as much height on the recoil, and it only goes halfway up the wall, not all the way up the wall. And the controlled shot, which I'm going to demonstrate right here, it actually works pretty good. I just sort of shot right in the center, and look at how nice and smooth it is. It just stays right on target. So here's the difference that's made. Here I am using it, and you can definitely see that it's got less recoil than what it used to. Now this is the iron sights version, which is what I'm covering today, but you can absolutely feel the difference in using the gun. And when I used it before, it just didn't seem to have quite that, smooth shooting feeling. It was just more erratic, and maybe that was partly the axial arms, maybe it was partly the recoil, but it's definitely a lot better now, and I really like it as a close range sniper support. And here I am using it with the Swiss K31, and I knocked all those guys and then ran over and blasted this guy down no problem, and his buddy was behind me. I never even realized it, and ended up getting him down also no problem. So as a close range SMG sort of type build as sniper support, the XM4, I really like it. I like the C58 as well, the new AR, but if you want something that's a little faster firing, that, is a little bit more forgiving, the XM4 is definitely really good for that. So as I said, I've been using the XM4 as sniper support with my Swiss K31. If you haven't seen my Swiss K31 video, I know I've been harping on sniping a lot lately, but I'll post it right up here for you. However, let me show you my XM4 build. But just before I jump into that, I want to say thank you to everybody who's recently subbed to the channel and is here and watching my videos. I really appreciate all that love and support, and all the regular viewers and all the guys who are always commenting on my videos. You guys know who you are, so thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't subbed to the channel, consider subscribing, because it really does help small content creators like myself. All right, let me show you my build. All right, so I'm starting with the Great Pacific blueprint. It's got blue tracers, and I've got diamond unlocked for it, so that's why it looks like this. So for the muzzle, I'm using the suppressor. So anytime you're using any gun close medium range, you want to use the suppressor because it doesn't give you a negative to ADS speed. And on your close range fight, if you're a regular ADSer like I am, that really makes a difference. So you don't want to harm your ADS speed at all. So I'm not using a barrel because you don't really need it on a close range gun. I've pretty well gone away from it entirely and started using some optics for a clear sight picture. So for a laser, I'm using the Tiger Team Spotlight, and this is because it gives you a whole bunch of movement speed. And for your short range gun, when you're carrying it with a sniper, you want movement speed. It's really important because it helps you move around and make it harder to hit you, and allows you to flank guys and do other things to catch them when they're off guard. Now I was talking about clear sight lines. The Microflex LED honestly is my favorite close sight scope. It really works nice. And then for the stock, the Raider pad. You've probably used this before. It's got a ton of extra mobility. It makes it really easy to get around the map. So I definitely like this one. And the plus the sprint to fire time. That's how long it takes from when you're running till you can shoot. And you know you do that a lot. You're always moving around and then you need to shoot. So sprint to fire time is super important. And for the very last attachment, I'm using a 45 round mag. I didn't really go higher like I would on a longer range gun, only because you end up with a negative to ADS speed. So this one here, all it is a negative to reload quickness, but this gun reloads pretty fast anyway, in about 2.5 or 3 seconds. So you don't want to hurt your ADS speed. Again, but it's super important to not hurt your ADS speed. So for the 45 round mag, that's what you want to run, because it'll give you another 15 bullets and still keep that really fast ADS that you really want from a close range gun. And this is how I've been running it lately. And man, this thing really works well as a sniper support weapon. So give me your thoughts down in the comment section, guys. Let me know, how are you running? Are you running snipers? Are you running sniper support with SMGs or ARs? If you got other builds that's really working for you or something you want me to review, hit me up in the comments section. I love to get the comments and it really does help me figure out what to do as content next. So let me know what your thoughts are, guys. And as always, if you don't see me in Warzone, if you don't see me in multiplayer, it's only a matter of time, baby. King James out.